Wendat, as well as the Wyandotte nations. We are grateful to operate in this land. We acknowledge the people of African descent who were brought to North America during the transatlantic slave trade. We honor and pay tribute to ancestors of African origin and descent. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. All right, so for those joining us for the first time, Biashara Africa Business Club, also known as BABC, is a business and professional network created to connect, support, and elevate entrepreneurs and professionals across Canada. BABC was founded by 3 women with a shared vision of bringing together a strong, supportive community of African entrepreneurs and professionals. From the very beginning, our belief has been simple but powerful. When we intentionally create spaces for connection, learning, and collaboration, businesses don't just grow, communities grow with them. Our work has always focused on practical support, real conversations, and meaningful opportunities for entrepreneurs at every stage, particularly those building and growing their ventures locally. Through our monthly meetings, we've been proud to witness real impact. New businesses being formed, to partnerships taking shape, and referrals and collaborations thriving within our community. Today, however, marks an important milestone for us. Today, we are solidifying our commitment to work together with Canada East Africa Business Exchange, also known as CEABEX, to expand the mission even further. This collaboration represents a shared vision to grow our networks internationally, not only to continue supporting local entrepreneurs, but also to create stronger pathways to trade, investment, and cross-border exposure between Canada and East Africa. Through this partnership, our communities will now have greater access to knowledge, resources, and connections that support business growth across borders, helping entrepreneurs think bigger, plan smarter, and explore opportunities beyond their immediate markets. Today's conversations, speakers, and connections reflect exactly what this collaboration is about: building bridges, opening doors, and growing together. And at this time, I would like to welcome Ramadan Ponda, co-founder and chief operating officer of CEABEX, to formally introduce CEABEX. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatma, for that very nice speech. Basically said everything about the collaboration, so I'm left with very little. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ramadan Ponda. Don't call me Ramo for short. And as introduced by Fatima, I am the Chief Operations Officer for CEABEX. CEABEX stands for the Canada East Africa Business Exchange Platform. We've been operating for, where's my voice? Okay. So we've been in operation this is our 3rd year in operation. And basically our main mandate is to act as the bridge between Canada and East African countries. So we work very closely with high commissioners of East African countries, Rwanda, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. And what we've done over the last 2 years is we've managed to bring delegations from East African countries to come to Canada and try and form collaborations with their Canadian counterparts. Each year, what we do is we focus on a particular sector. Last year, we focused on ICT, for example. This year, we'll be focusing on agriculture and tourism. Our main event will take place in September 10th this year, so we welcome each and every one of you to be a part of it. We'll be having organizations from East African nations come here in those 2 sectors, and we'll be meeting with government officials from Canada, as well as businesses from within Canada. As we mentioned, our main mandate is to act as a bridge, to join these 2 regions together in trade, investment, and collaborations. Now, Today, as you're aware, we're here to sign a Memorandum of Understanding between CEABEX and Biashara Africa Business Club. Biashara Africa Business Club is an organization founded by these two lovely ladies here, and they're of Kenyan region. We're Tanzanian. So this is just an example of the bridge building that we aim to do as part of CEABEX. We want to connect the whole of the East African region with Canada. And as some of you might be aware, with the Africa focus that Canada has now, this is the perfect opportunity for collaborations between our areas and the Canadian government. Now, today, as we formalize this partnership between CEABEX and the Biashara Africa Business Club, as mentioned earlier, it is grounded in a shared vision of collaboration, of opportunity, and of inclusive economic growth. It's not just a ceremonial document. What we want is to connect the two networks. The networks that are formed by Biashara Africa and our networks. Primarily, we know Biashara Africa deals with businesses here within Canada, but we have extensive networks with businesses both in the private and public sectors in East Africa, and particularly in Tanzania, which is where we are from. Going forward, we're going to be the representatives of the Tanzanian National Chamber of Commerce. So that will enable us to have our people who are members of CEABEX have direct access to any opportunity that is available in Tanzania. And this is going to be extended to Kenya, to Uganda, to Rwanda. So this is just the beginning. And by us collaborating and forming networks with our partners such as Biashara Africa, we can only grow stronger. But the basis of all that is the community members. You being here today is an example of how we, by acting together, by collaborating, will be a stronger force. You're only as strong as your network. By joining these two businesses, we can only get stronger and better. I had a question the other day, someone asked me, why? Biashara Africa is just recent. Why don't you guys try and partner up with someone who's who's been in the field for a long time? I said, well, we are also new, so we can't act as if we're big right now, right? I mean, by joining with a company or with an organization such as Biashara Africa, which is also new, together we can grow. Together we can share experiences, we can share our networks, and together we want this to be an African-focused collaboration. We want to collaborate with all our African brothers and sisters. Let the dollar remain between our hands, right? Let's not ask for handouts. This is a time whereby we, as Africans, are in the ascendancy. Canada is looking to collaborate with us, right? So let's build ourselves up and work on equal levels or equal mandates with what the Canadians have to offer. So I am really excited today by joining hands with Biashara Africa. This is just the beginning, and hopefully moving forward, we can only get bigger and we can only get stronger, but only with your collaboration, only with you guys joining hands with us and taking us, holding us accountable as well, right? So we want to be able to say, this is what you plan to do, and you guys, hey, you said you're going to do that. Why didn't you do that? So let us hold ourselves accountable, let us push each other, and let's make this network bigger than we can dream. So thank you all once again for coming and for raising the weather, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys in CEABEX 2026, September 10th. It's going to be downtown Toronto. If your organization focuses on tourism or focuses on any agricultural type of business, please, you're welcome to join us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow, I didn't know that part. Well, thank you for that vision and trust and commitment. And I think it'll be fair to say that, you've seen that image where a cat looks at the mirror and sees a lion. I think it's fair to say we have that vision, right?
I forgot one thing before I get fired.
Yeah.
My co-founder and CEO of CEABEX, Shaban, if please stand up, Shaban. I might be out of a job tomorrow. So Shaban is my partner. We co-founded this CEABEX together, and he's the CEO and I'm the COO. So thank you.
You got your job back. All right. On that note, you did mention BABC having been formed by two ladies. It's actually three, and I'd like to ask our partner there, Miss Jackie Karaoke, if you could please stand up and so that people can see you as well. Hello.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right. So, as this is also a networking group, a networking meeting, it is now time for us to introduce each other, to introduce ourselves to each other. But before we do that, some housekeeping. I should have said that at the beginning. The washrooms are right on across where the girls are sitting, right there. That's where the washrooms are. We've got drinks there. If you need coffee, tea, it's out there. We will have time at the end for refreshments. But if you need water, it's out there. Okay. So so I think we can start. Everyone, very fast because we're quite a number here. If we take too much time, it's going to be a very long evening. Introduce yourself, your name, what you do. If you are working with an organization, if you have a business, please say your name, your business organization, or what you do as a profession, and that's it. Later on, we're going to have some time to mix and mingle, and in case you know somebody who, I think I can talk to that person, I need to connect to that person, we'll have that opportunity. So right now, your name and what you do or what organization you're working with. Who wants to start? We can start. Anybody? I'd like to start from the end coming this way. Okay, Saeed will be the first one. The brave one, thank you.
I saw you looking.
I did.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Saeed Mohammed. I am many things, but I'm here today, hopefully in the capacity as a friend of CEABEX. I've been trying to find ways to partner and help Shabani and Rama. In my other life, I work in technology. The company I work for and founded is a technology consulting company. It's called Media Technologies, and we work in the cloud VDI space, and we're looking to expand. So hopefully, I'll have a chance to speak with some of you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. My turn. Thank you, Rama. That was a very good speech. Except for me. By the way, my name is Shabani Mbandu, CEO of Canada East Africa Business Exchange, CEABEX for short. I do a lot in the community. When it comes to Tanzanian community, I'm the chair, and Rama is the vice chair. I didn't forget to introduce you. So we take care of the community too. By the way, I want to say a very important thing about Saeed. Saeed came to CEABEX also to make sure our kids in East Africa in the next 10 years, we hire them. Instead of the companies to hire Indian and Bangladesh for IT, Saeed will make sure our kids in Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, Mozambique, Somalia, and South Sudan, they are hired in Canada through technology, right? That's a big one. So it's coming to CEABEX to make sure that is happening in the next 10 years. We are having conversation with the call centers in East Africa to make sure so they get opportunity to come here and work here in Canada. So whatever opportunity India, Bangladesh they're getting, we want East Africa also to get it. So CEABEX 2026, karibuni sana. That is welcome.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gabriel Werunga. I'm here to represent AFC Leopards. AFC Leopards is a football team famously known in Africa from Kenya. So we are directly related to the AFC Leopards in Kenya, but we started a branch here in Toronto. Our main focus here is trying to help young people, new immigrants who come to Canada with football talent and don't know where to go. We're also here to help young people who are growing up. Most of the parents, we're trying to get in touch with the parents so that we could bring the young people together and get involved in soccer. So if you have youth who can play soccer or who are interested in soccer, you can reach out to AFC Leopards and we will fix them around. We've been involved with the CEABEX, a friend of AFC Leopards, and other Kenyan organizations where we've been working together to try and help young people.
Hi everyone, my name is Mwaki. It's a little bit long Mwakitubu, but you can call me Mwaki. It's Mwakitubu Msangi. I'm here to represent Msangi Healthcare. I'm mainly in the healthcare. I'm in the healthcare institutions working, and I just opened my business about 3 years ago as a Msangi Healthcare Limited, and I do have other business which is just growing up. Is Msangi Hub that's gonna be working importing and exporting, but it's very new at this point. But my vision is to connect some healthcare institution down in Africa with others in here, like exchanging knowledge and even exchanging some services if possible. Moving forward, especially now with the technology, thinking like if we can provide in a healthcare like visual from Africa to here, that's kind of a vision going forward. But again, as I say, it's just a new beginning now, and the business is too new. So we're still working with CEABEX and other organizations to see how we can connect and reach to that vision that I'm looking for. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jackson Ibinosu, President and CEO of the African and Economic Summit Group. Locally, we support inclusive economic initiatives through entrepreneurship. We do a whole lot of work from ideation, concept development, access to tools and resources, the entire business life cycle. Internationally, we're involved in also facilitating the Canada-Africa continental cooperation, or tied to specific area of collaboration. As you know, industry sectors are quite wide, but we leverage Canada's area of comparative advantages where we've got strength to see how we can support and collaborate with the continent of us. So there are a whole lot of initiatives that tie to that. And in the community, I'm also well invested in the community, and we do quite accommodating, especially helping members of the community to legally structure with a view of assessing resources to be more impactful in the community, you know, especially from a not-for-profit angle. And so we've been in business for about 20 years, and have my board of directors in the United States and in Cape Town, South Africa. But I'm here coordinating the Canada angle, and it's my pleasure to be here this afternoon. Thank you.
I'm Carlos Souza. I was invited by my friend Jackson to be here, to be a witness to your MOU signing. I am a realtor. You are my colleague. And I'm also an international advisor. And I'm here representing the UNIPGC, an international organization that has the headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria, where I was 3 weeks ago. And we are an organization that cares about peace, good governance, gender equality, and eradication of poverty.
Thank you. Thanks, Carlos.
Yes, hello everybody, nice to be here. My name is Peter Rebley. My first personal engagement in Africa was over 11 years ago when I had an opportunity to go to Uganda for 3 months. And since then, my attention has been on Africa, most of it from a Canadian base, but with the relationships I started with, I still have those relationships, and at the end of the day, like, where does this all lead us, right? And thinking about that, like, I'm still talking to people today, online and on the phone, on WhatsApp, who I knew from 10 years ago, so I know them personally. So I know that, and I'm still engaged with them today to talk about business, right? So there's two things here. One is the importance of building those relationships at a personal level, which lasts for a long time, right? number two is, it takes time. Conversations you have today, it could bear fruit, we don't know when, right? But to have the relationships, you can call people, I can call these people, and I don't have to think of who they are, what they're doing. I know their strengths, I know their weaknesses, and that is halfway to doing business together, right? So, more recently, I had a chance to go to Cameroon for 3 times, and the last time I was there for 2 years. I've also had a chance to go to Senegal briefly. Now, question is, where am I going next, right? I do have a business partner who I met and worked with in Cameroon, who's in agriculture, in trade, in food and beverage sector, but he decided I want to start from the farm up in Africa. He was in Cameroon, tried to do something, it didn't work out, but now he's in Gabon, right? So he took he's taken all his experience and his experience in Cameroon, now he's going to applying it in Gabon, and it's basically as this project to do a seedling project that then can be expanded from there, right? He wants me to join him, and so we're talking about my going there in March, and when I go to Africa, I stay in Africa, right? So, but while in the meantime I'm here, I don't have the network in East Africa as I do in some other parts of Africa. I think most of us here know Miriam Adam. So she, of course, she's brought Tanzania into my scope, and so today I was at home in my pajamas saying I'm not going anywhere because of the weather, but I need some interaction, so I said, okay, at 2 o'clock, around 1 o'clock, I got up, got dressed, and I came over here. So thank you for opening doors to people like me, right?
You're most welcome, and we're glad you're here.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Nyerere, Sylvester Nyerere. I'm from Kenya. I work in the higher education space with the largest private NGO focusing in Africa, MasterCard Foundation, where we aim to equip 30 million young Africans with skills to access dignified and fulfilling work through education and financial inclusion. So I work in the higher education pillar. The organization is quite big. Besides that, I founded Konki Media Foundation, and with Konki Media, we aim to tell stories of African youth in the diaspora, especially those in the higher education space, those who come here for university and college. We also organize a couple of community building events focusing on the youth and mostly the students. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Thank you.
Good afternoon again. This is Catherine Matimo. I'm a community worker, as well as the one of the founders of BABC. Working with newcomers, I realized that when we come here, we are thinking of jobs, survival jobs. We just go there. Some of us take years before we even think of moving to something else. And so when we came together and talked about starting BABC, we were looking at bringing the resources to people and showing them how they can start businesses in Canada. You don't always have to come here and get employed. You can come here and start a business and employ people, which is what I did when I was a newcomer. I came here and I started a business as a newcomer, and I learned about the resources as I went. And for me, because I was exposed to all those resources, I realized that if our people can be exposed to those resources, they can think different of the creating jobs for themselves, creating jobs for other people. So that is one of the reasons why we started BABC. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go that way.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh my God, it's a quiet room. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
That's better. My name is Tony Degba. I'm the founder of Isio Clothing. Isio Clothing is a Canadian-based Afrofusion design collaborative. The name Isio actually comes from my granddaughter. Her dad is white Canadian, and my daughter is my daughter, so you can imagine. What we wanted to do is to design Afrofusion clothes that are meant for, not my generation, my kids won't wear this, right? But actually for their generation and future and their friends. So my kids, my grandchildren, and their friends and their relatives, that talks to them, but also retaining the African culture. Right, so what we've been doing is we've been showcasing over the past year and a half, with Marilyn here, thank you very much, Marilyn, just going out and telling people about our story, telling people who are not necessarily Nigerian about that, and trying to promote that within the community.
Interesting.
All right.
That's amazing. And I'd like to add, because that's really, I love what you're saying, what you're doing, because most of the times when we talk about African attire, it's for the adults, it's like for the grown-ups, it's not for the kids. But if that's integrated with the next generation to have that pride of wearing our colors, you know, and designs, that's amazing, that's great.
Hi everyone, my name is Marilyn Gida. I'm a co-founder for Halton Fashion Show. No, I'm the founder for Halton Fashion Show, co-founder for Toronto Fashion Show. I worked so many times with Tony. I recently joined collaborations with Jackson, and we are about to do Black History Month's fashion show, and we're also planning to do fashion show for FIFA. There's a lot of things coming up, so yeah, this is me, and you can reach me to Triton events. So I've been working with the community for 4 years now in Halton. I help supporting my hospital, and yeah, this is basically what I do, and it's nice meeting you all.
Thank you.
I'm Tony Jean-Baptiste, and Shabani is the one who is responsible for having me here today.
Thank you, Shabani.
I am excited because I did not know what I was walking into, and I feel so motivated and so inspired by what you have and what you're doing. I am a social architect. My philosophy is to bring out the best in myself and everybody I encounter. And you will hear a little more about me because I will get the opportunity to share with you. One of the important things I just want to say is that I always believe in making the impossible happen.
Thank you. I'm motivated just listening to you already.
My name is Mohammed Ali. I'm an automotive service technician. I've been working as an automotive technician for over 20 years in the dealerships. And in my spare time, I work on people's cars. I can advise you on what you need on your car. Maybe you went to the dealer and the cost to repair was so much, so I can give you an alternative, a cheap alternative. And if you want to buy a car, for example, I can pre-inspect it for you to give you an idea whether it's a good car or not, and whether to walk away from it. I know there's a lot of scamming out there. People will show you something, and when you take it home, it's lemon. Yeah, so I can also advise you on things. Let's say you go to the dealer and they tell you you need to do this, this, and that. Things that can wait, I'll tell you, you don't need to do it now. You can do it later when you're ready for when you're ready to do it. I've helped other
always fight every time I stand. Truth speaking, you know, I'm a journalist. I speak, but every time I have to stand, I will fight my 1 minute. I will fight to talk. I don't know why, and that's what just happened. That's what happened.
Maybe you need coffee.
I know, I don't know. Really, it's happened for me many times. And I said, I'm gonna say it this time, and then someone will help me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm a journalist for Africa Stream, which is a media here. We have been here for about 20 years. We cover all kind of things, like special trade, delegation from Africa. We always cover them, and things like this one, promoting companies here. One of our things, and I don't know. My mind just, I don't know.
Blanked out.
Yeah.
We'll get to know more about you.
Yeah, I don't understand. But,
thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Kefla. I am into so many things, but I was invited by my friend today here. I am an accountant by profession, and we are working on media to support the businesses from Africa here, and that's actually what we are doing. We'll come up with that in the near future. Maybe by the next meeting, we'll be able to stable our project program.
He's going to be our speaker person. Next time I'll just sit down. Yeah, because when it's a setting where we sit, we have to talk. I'm ready. I do interviews. I do everything well. But every time I have to stand to talk like this, I don't know.
You know what? I understand what you're saying, because when you're working, you're in a different zone. You're a different person. Like, you're stepping into what you're doing. So I can understand.
I must say you're not alone. So, my name is Margaret Kimario. I'm a friend of CEABEX. I wish I had all the wonderful things that you guys have said, but I really don't. I've been in corporate space and Big Four consulting for over 10 years. I just recently started my own company, but I'm still doing consulting in the banking space. I'm trying to figure out what else to do, so that's why I'm here, to listen to all of you and hopefully learn something. Thanks so much.
Get some inspiration.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I am from Tanzania. To pay bills, I do have to pay bills in Canada. I do property management, commercial specifically, a little bit of residential. I also do more volunteer work. We co-founded, Shabani being one of them, in a little, not a little, it's gonna be big organization called Nguzo. As you all know, as Africans, immigrants in general, our biggest problem is not living and being healthy and making money here. Our biggest problem is end of life. So with Nguzo, as a Tanzanian organization, we have coordinated and set up ways that allows us to support when one of ours passes away in order to be able to repatriate them back home in a timely manner, but with as less stress as possible. Besides mourning, we can't do anything about that. So if you are Tanzanian and you don't know anything about Nguzo, please, and you're not a member, please see me before you leave. Unofficial title I have for CEABEX, they don't even know about it yet. My title for CEABEX is critique. That's why I attend all the events and give them feedback. Other than that, no, I do not have my own organization, but I did speak to someone today that I have a little fire in me wanting to talk to him some more. Hopefully, something good comes out of it. So that's kind of a little bit about myself. Thank you.
Well, that's all about networking, right? You don't know who you're going to meet, or you don't know who that other person knows. So, And we're looking forward to your critique.
Always.
Alright. So I'm gonna go this way and then end up with Imanzi, then come to me. That way it gives Imanzi some time. So go ahead.
Hi everybody. My name is Sheikh Abdallah. I'm just a new business starting in Canada. I bring the stuff from Zanzibar, handcraft things. Just bring here on sale. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's get ready.
Hi everybody, my name is Gerald Luzagi. I'm a software engineer by trade. Kind of like help crypto company to build their infrastructure and things that helps software engineers to do their thing. Other than that, I'm here because I have a little business, or rather a project that ties East African healthcare. Really, I want to help patients and doctors to get together, and I'm here to kind of help with everybody and see where other opportunities in terms of like software engineering lies. And I'm happy to connect with everybody.
I can see that connection already. Like, you guys better touch each other. This is amazing.
Do I need to say anything? Yes. Hello, once again, I have a colleague to me. My name is Jackie Kariuki from the Kenyan community. I do a lot of things with Kenyans. We started this network, business network with Fatuma and Catherine for the purpose, when we sit among ourselves, we say Africans are not doing this, Africans are not doing this, but who is doing it? So we thought of connecting the Africans in terms of businesses so that we can be able to share, we can be able to empower, we can be able to know what is out there. And that's why we sat down and came up with Biashara Africa. And so far, it's been very successful because in every meeting, somebody comes and they come to give a testimony of how they found somebody, or they connected with somebody who is able to help them. So we are glad that the vision is working, and we are looking forward to this collaboration to take us even further, to reach the African communities, to engage them so that we can get together. As a Kenyan, I also work with women. We organize International Women Day. This is going to be our third year. Again, we bring women together, whereby we want to recognize the work that women do. We have a lot of women that some of them are in the shelter. Some of them have never, when you come in this country, Tanzanians among themselves, Kenyans, Nigerians. So International Women Day, we try to bring all the women together so that we can be able to enjoy our culture, dance, eat. I do a lot. And that's me, Jack Kariuki.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Josephine Murphy, and I recognize some faces here. It's been a while.
You want to speak last year?
Yes. I work in the Ministry of Education here in Canada. So I saw some people who talk about high education. I respect that. Hopefully I'll come to you. Maybe you can give me some connection how to get money so we can fund some of the work that I do. But beside that, I respect your work. So that's what I do in Canada, but I'm mostly known for an organization I started 20 years ago. And now we're about $300,000 per year. We send to Rwanda, where I'm from, to fund education mainly, but we also work with community development. We all know it starts from education, it goes to empowerment, and so everyone is independent with a proper job, and it can reinvest in areas and try to help the people. So it's all about jobs creation to end the poverty, really, from what I know from my experience in 20 years. And I saw somebody there who was saying, where am I going next in Africa? If you want to go to Rwanda, I will take you myself. But also, beside the work that I do in Rwanda, I started my own consulting business, and the idea is anyone who's interested to go invest in Rwanda, expand it to Africa, because we're all connected, talk to me. I will get you the right people up to the signing your MOU or whatever you want. So that's it. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ali. Thank you for having me today amongst you. Special thanks to Shabani, my new friend. I was introduced to Shabani by the Brazilian Canadian Chamber of Commerce and said that there's a great individual by the name of Shabani that you should definitely connect. So we practice immigration law and we are a fully law firm. We're not consultants, so we're lawyers, and we specialize in all areas of immigration, whether it's Canada or US. And Giovanni actually doesn't know this, but I was so inspired by the individuals here, but that whoever is in attendance, your colleagues or your friends or your family, will get a free consultation, meaning that you will save $425. So. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Agee. I'm a software engineer like this person here. I'm also a consultant, a technology strategy consultant of over 20 years of experience. One of my clients, I just wrapped up a consulting engagement with Rogers Communications. So I focus on business optimization, business process optimization, artificial intelligence, efficiencies, and that sort of thing. I'm also a co-founder of Masterminder, which is a nonprofit organization that helps aspiring business founders and owners from ideation all the way to grow. And we have a lot of resources that we help them to grow, and we also have a framework from ideation all the way to grow, where we can put you on a journey to start your business and actually grow once you start your business. So that's it. Thanks, everyone.
Hi, everyone. My name is Fatma Valerie. I'm from Kenya, and I'm a member of the community of BABC, KCO, and also the East African community. I'm very active everywhere. I know so many faces here. My career, which I love, I work in pharmaceuticals. That has been my career since I came to this country. And my other passion, and that's where I joined BBC, is catering. Maybe some of you guys have eaten my food. I do as a catering business officially. It's really what I believe. I like what you said, impossible, and I don't believe in failure because I'm a single mom with 3 kids, but I bought a house, I started my business catering, and I do it by myself. So I'm proud of myself, and I want to grow my business, and that is why the one thing I believe, networking. Through BABC, I got customers. Through KCO, I got customers. Not only that, I even got customers for my daughters who teach French, so I got customers for them too. That's how the networking is. So I'm looking forward to knowing people. And you can try my samosas. I brought some samosas. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Sorry I was a bit late. My name is Ginanzi Kaitari, originally from Rwanda. There are a couple different hats, and I've been coming out to these events for a while, but today I'm here as a community member. I work in policy and government, also have some businesses on the side, but I'm really all about collaboration. So I definitely value these types of events, these types of partnerships. Definitely open to being a more collaborative bridge between Canada and Africa. So I'm happy to see that these types of networks are coming together to collaborate. So kudos to Kima and Shabana and the whole team. Thank you.
Thank you. I think over to you.
Hi everyone. My name is Fauzia Nyagali. I came to Canada in 2021 in search for a better future for myself and my family. firstborn in a family of 4, and I was the one who was fortunate to go to school, and I came here to further my education. But things were not as smooth as I thought they would be. I was expecting to study, work, and maybe be a nurse or a physiotherapist, something that is in the health industry. My journey was not so smooth because I was not able to afford tuition fee. So in the pursuit of employment and just funding myself here, because my funding system was kind of reluctant when I got here, and I needed to pull myself back together and continue with a life that I thought was good for me. I tried so many businesses. I cooked, I sold stuff like clothes online, cosmetic products. But while I was in pursuit of, generating income for myself, most people who were my friends at that time, they would just tell me like, Fafa is the nickname that my friends call me from Fawziat Fafa. They just tell me like, Fafa, can you just braid our hair? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm here to sell these stuff that I have, like dresses, cosmetics, or I could cook for you, maybe breakfast, chapati, mandazi, something that I was just like, imagine maybe I could just help you just get food, because since I can cook. So I was just trying to be useful to the community in anyhow that I could, so that I could also get income. But most people were like telling me to cook for them, to braid their hair. So I'll braid some cornrows, some single braids, and then it just got into me, like, why don't I use this as my 4th business? Since I have all of these 3 businesses running, I could also braid, and I could just manage everything, be a caterer, sell dresses, sell cosmetic products from here to Tanzania, and also braid. But I think God saw me, and He opened something that I could effortlessly do, and which was braid. So I focused more on what the society called me for, rather than what I had imagined that I could serve. And from there, I utilized social media, because I was very active in Instagram, Facebook. I've been Facebook since 2010. So when I started utilizing those social platforms to just showcase what I do, and it's picked up really nice, and it has opened so many doors for me. I have served so many clients who have loved my braids, loved my cornrows. I have serviced kids, I have serviced men who like to braid, and also women. And today I did my first bridal hair for a client who she has a wedding tonight, and I'm so thrilled and happy where my journey has helped me in this country, and I would like to get to know more people and see how I can contribute however that I could, and grow and inspire anybody who would love to try something new and beautiful for themselves.
You've already done it. We're inspired. Trust me. Thank you for coming. Despite your client this morning. My goodness.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing.
Seriously, thank you for coming.
I'm glad you were reluctant to talk, but you have inspired us. Trust me. That's amazing. Go ahead.
John is my name. John Mulwa. I'm the son of Africa, a proud African, and a person who lives in Canada for the last almost many years. I've been here since 2014. I know many faces here. I know her. When we talk about buying a house and stuff. I know my mom, she's the one who invited me here, Jackie. Shabani also invited me. They didn't know, but I'm here. I know my brother Owen, the photographer. He's a famous known guy. We go way back. We grew up as young people who were in this together with Mr. Gabu, Shabani, my gentleman here, and everyone else. Everybody. I'm so blessed. I feel like I'm at home right now. John Mulwa is a chef. I've been here cooking, been a chef for the last 25 years. Cooked to over almost all the continents, been to 74 countries making food, and I found myself here. I started a catering company called Dambuizi's Food, which later grew to a restaurant called Sahani, and we are based in Hamilton. We do food from anywhere. We believe in good stuff. I see my partner there. You're challenging me. I've seen your business. I've tried your food actually. 2023, this guy here got deported, and I wasn't like deported. It's a story that came up, and that story grew up a man that wanted to bring a story out. And from that story, which brought a lot of you guys together, and there's this guy who is a farmer. Because I became a farmer, I partnered with a farmer, and we had like 76 acres of land growing African vegetables. And now this time comes and this guy is being sent away. And the voice came up. A lot of people went on the streets fighting for this young man, and that young man happened to be me. It grew. I was given my permanent residence, of course, but then I wanted that voice to be heard, because there are so many people who are not known, who are not outspoken. How can we bring this voice together? So I started an organization called Sauti Yetu, which basically means our voice. And this voice became your voice, became her voice, became his voice, and all together we became one voice, which is what she is using now and everyone else is using. The voice is what we need the most. So what we do, we fight for people who are going through the same similar problem, being deported. We go on the streets, we fight for you. We connect you. A lot of people from Africa came 3 years ago. We were there trying to connect them, trying to ask yourselves questions like, how can we do work with these people to bring up our communities? Because we are growing as Africans here in this country. We own this country, it is our country, we love it. So I am happy to be here. Thank you to Shabani, thank you to my mom, Jackie, and I'm so humbled to be here. Josephine, I remember you and your twin sister. Let us become the family, the big family that speaks the voice. Thank you guys.
Do you still have the farm?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Chef Mulwa. I have heard of you, I've seen your photos, but it's good to see you now in person. And when two people call you for the same thing, that's a calling. It's good that you paid attention. It's not a coincidence. Thank you. I think our last speaker there. Hello.
One of the Sauti Yetu officials. The president is here, he has said everything, so we're okay.
Two of you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, my name is Nicolette Hernandez. I'm 22 years old and I'm a model here in Toronto. I actually came to Canada in 2009, so I've been here for a majority of my life. And I always grew up thinking I was gonna go fully in academia and get my way to aerospace engineering, and I just always found academia very just self-explanatory for me, but I've always been a creative person, and creativity is what drives me, and it's what inspires me, and it's what keeps me motivated and going. And so I grew up seeing it as an extracurricular, and it was only until COVID that I really had to sit and reflect with what I wanted to do and what I wanted to grow and become. And I realized you can always do both. And so, yeah, I'm living as true to myself as I can be, and I'm following the my creativity to better know who I am as a Canadian and who I am just in Ontario, meeting so many people and seeing so many people do so many things, and I just love creating. So, yeah.
Thank you.
So happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Faith, and I'm 20 years old.
So I just want to add one thing about both sisters. This is from the experience of my own children. When we started our brand, we realized as an older generation we need to talk to the younger generation. And what we did was we stepped out, and all our models are not just black, they're white, but we realized that Canada is multicultural. And so we had to step out and use models like these that are not necessarily African. We have been criticized as a brand for this, but we had to truly represent Canada. So
That's lovely.
come on.
Okay, I think we're done, except for me, which I always forget. And when I introduce myself in such a setting, I forget to introduce myself as a business person. I introduce myself as a co-founder of Biashara Africa Business Club. But other than that, I'm going to introduce myself as a realtor, and welcome to my home. This is my office, and has been for the last decade. I've worked here. This is where I started my journey as a real estate agent, and I am still here. I love what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do. I do, together with my partner, Hillary, have